to the third series and the third part in the series, Follow Your Dreams. Jessica Clarke is sharing her story about the pursuit of her dreams and what it costs her in the fear of not wanting to face her mother to say, Mom, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to be a teacher. And the struggle she went through from a child at 7 up to high school when she somehow circumvented her path and got closer to her path. So she swerved from the doctor path and kind of got onto the teaching path. But when you heard last, Mother was not there when she did all of that. And when Mother returned to Jamaica, we are going to hear exactly what happened. So Jessica, talk to us. What happened?
All right, so after I finished sixth form and I got my results, and it was time to apply to college. And at that point, I was, okay, what am I going to do? I remember I wanted to go to the University of Technology, UTech in Kingston, but what was I going there to do? I don't know. And I somehow over sixth form period, it was implemented in my head that I would make a good flight attendant.
When you say
So
implemented,
I said,
who implemented
that sounds
that?
interesting.
Who implemented that?
My friends at school.
Okay.
So I would make an excellent flight attendant. So I said, all right, why not? My dreams have practically gone down the drain. Why not? So I got an application form for University of Technology. I had a teacher's college application form, and I was there still wondering if I should actually fill out that teacher's college application form, because I was saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do really? What am I going to do at teacher's college? You know, maybe it's really not what I'm supposed to be in life. So I said, okay, let's venture on this flight attendant part. So I remember my mom saying that it was too expensive to go to UTech and she couldn't really afford to send me to UTech. And my acceptance letter came back with everything and I was really excited.
Wow.
And then one day she was going through the Gleaner and she saw an ad for a school. I think it's Colburn College, and they offered flight attendant classes where you do 2 years in Jamaica and then you would move to the United States to complete the course with another year or two. So I said, okay, let's do that. And she sent me to Colburn College in Kingston, and I hated it from I started.
Wow.
It was not nice at all.
What
There I
was
was
nice
at
about it?
Colburn. It didn't speak to me. It didn't appeal to me. You know, I was there and I started the course. I did a semester, and when it was time for final exams and the tuition for the next semester to be paid, I was like, Jessica, you're really going to let your mommy pay this money and you don't want to do it? I was like, and if I stop now, she's going to say I waste her money. So I was there and I was saying, but I don't want to do this. I don't see the sense in this. This is not what I want to do. And then people kept telling me, you're too short to become a flight attendant. You can't reach the overhead compartment. You can't swim. I was like, okay, all right, fine. So I decided to brave up, and I told her that I did not want to continue at Skullburn, and she said, "Well, it's a good thing I never pay any more money and waste my money." So I said, "Fine." At that
Was
point,
that
I think she was a bit
she didn't really get mad?
surprisingly. She didn't.
And
She
that
didn't
leads
because
me to
it was like she didn't.
ask the question then, do you think maybe had you really braved up and said, Mom, I really don't want to do the sciences, I really want to pursue this, do you think it would have gone down a different path had you not been
I,
sabotaged by your
oh,
thoughts?
yes, I think I would have. I think I would have been excelling at my dreams right now if I had braved up and spoken to her. Because when I told her that I did not want to continue at Colburn, she was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I was like, "Really?" And then she, I said, "All right, I'm coming back home because I was in Kingston." And she said, "All right, come back." And I went back, and then I got an application form for NCU. She didn't really want me to go in Kingston, because that's why I think she was so welcoming to the thought of me coming back home.
Okay.
So I got an application form for NCU. Mind you, I still had the application form for the Teachers College.
Wow. And
So
even then, you didn't say
I still had
anything
the
to her?
application form. No, up to that point, I did not say anything about teaching.
Wow.
I didn't. And when I got the application form for NCU, I had the form and I said, "Okay, what are you applying for?" And I went through all of their courses, and I was like, just choose something, just choose. Because at that point, I think I lost interest in what I actually wanted to do. It's like I lost that passion, because I, up to that point, I still didn't say anything to her about going to Teachers College.
Mm.
And when I was filling out the application form for NCU, I said, "All right, I'm going to do Spanish
Okay.
because I like Spanish and I do well at Spanish. So let's try it." So then she said, "So when you do Spanish, where are you going to work? Where are you going to work? This is not foreign. You have to do something that you'll get a job out here for." I was like, "Okay, then let's add tourism." And then she said, "Oh, yes, man, add tourism. You will look nice in the hotel." So I said, "All right, I'm going to do tourism along with Spanish, not just full tourism, but with Spanish." So I applied for a degree, a bachelor's degree in tourism and hospitality management with a minor in Spanish. I decided I'm not leaving off my Spanish. It's actually the one subject that I really kind of liked. So I said, "All right, let's do this." I got accepted. I went to NCU and I started my degree in tourism management. The first year, they required you to choose a major within tourism.
Okay.
I chose resort and spa management.
Okay.
After the first semester, I changed from resort and spa management. Because resort and spa, of course, anatomy of the body, and you know I don't like biology.
It took you back to biology, did?
So yes, so I changed my major to hotel management. So I was now a hotel management major. And all in all, I went through first year, I did well. Wasn't until my third year, the beginning of my third year, so the end of second going into third, because at the
Mhm.
end of second, they require you to do what was known as practicum.
Okay.
That's where it's like work experience. So you go to a hotel and you actually work.
Okay.
I was placed at Grand Palladium Hotel in
Nice.
Lucy, Hanover.
Nice. How was that?
I was there for about 2 months, and I hated every minute of it.
No.
That was when I realized this is not for me.
Jessica,
This
Jessica,
path is not
Jessica.
me. I I can't do this. And that was when I realized that this was a mistake. This is another mistake. But then I was in my third year, and
Mm.
there was no way I was about to change to teacher education and go back to our first year, because my mother would go hysteric.
Oh yeah.
So so I continued because it was third year and I only had 1 year left, the most 1 year and 2 semesters. So I continued. I endured and I
Endured
completed
sounds
my
like a
degree
hard word, Jessica.
because I knew I did not want to do it. I did not see myself working in a hotel. Everybody kept telling me, you look like a hotel worker. You look like a nice
I,
front desk supervisor or
oh,
front desk this or front desk that. And I was like, okay, that's nice. But it was not something that I wanted to do. It did not excite me. It did not
hmm.
give me the passion that I
Wow.
wanted to feel.
Wow.
So I completed the degree,
Hmm.
hospitality and tourism management, minor in Spanish. I graduated. My graduation was a bit bittersweet because I was happy that I was graduating, but it wasn't with the degree that I actually wanted. So I graduated, and when I was about, I graduated August 2014, and in June, July, everyone kept asking me, aren't you applying for jobs? Seeing that you're almost finished. So by the time you graduate, you'll be able to matriculate into a job.
Hmm.
And I did not apply to any hotel. I had a friend who worked at Sandals, and she actually got a job for me. And I kind of did not go. And my mom was upset because you you did this for 4 years and you got a job now. It's time to work.
Right.
And I found every excuse not to go. It's all the way in Montego Bay. I don't have anywhere to stay. I can't afford to pay rent. So I found all the excuses you could think of. And then I sat out. So I graduated 2014 and I did not get a job that I wanted until September 2015. So I spent 1 year sitting at home, praying and hoping to actually get a job that I would be happy with.
All right. And we will hear
And
more.
September 2015,
Yes,
that's actually
happened. And we are going to hear more about all the excitement that surrounded that job and how it spoke to you and evoked some of those buried feelings that the fear, oh my God, the intimidation, the things that kill our dreams, the people, the good people in our lives, because I'm sure your mother only wanted what's best for you, but what she wanted and she thought was
Yes.
best for you wasn't what was best for you. So the sabotaging thoughts that goes on in our heads, our minds, that drives us away from our paths. And we get on a track, a beaten track that wears us out, that we get up every day and say, oh my God, do I really have to do this again? And how long do I have
Oh,
to do this
yes.
before I get out of jail? Because I call it jail for some people, because it's like getting up every day, putting on a uniform, and going to jail. So we will talk about the freedom you got September 2015 when we return for the final series, Follow Your Dream on Let's Get Loud. Until then, take good care of yourself. Jessica, we'll see you next week.